All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean. It is Saturday afternoon, and the postman just dropped off a goodie. So, first and foremost, I want to say to whoever sent this to me, thank you so much. I was not going to back the Invincible Kickstarter. It's, if those don't know, Invincible RPG, the comic book was turned into an Amazon TV series, and then Free League and Skybound picked up, I guess, the rights to make a tabletop RPG out of it. And I'm going to do an unboxing. Now, I've already taken everything out of the box and taken the shrink wrap off, but I have not gone through the contents. So we're going to do that together. And then in a couple of days, I'll do my review of the game. Now, those who don't know, Invincible is a Free League game, so clearly it's going to use D6s because that's what Free League likes. I don't know the mechanics. I don't know anything about this game. I did look at the Kickstarter page briefly, and when I saw it was going to be a D6, I clicked right off because I had no interest. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean I am not eternally grateful for whoever purchased this. And I'm not joking. I don't know who bought this. I checked my credit cards. I logged into Kickstarter and to backer it and GameFound just to make sure that I did not back this. I did not back this. There's no notes in it. It came in a box from Free League, and that's all it says. So again, to whoever, if you're one of my meanies, thank you so much. Please step forward so I can give you the props you deserve. It was very kind of you. For those that don't know, this was over $100 worth of kit, and I'm sure they were shipping on top of that. So I think it came out to, after the conversion, it was like $106 or $109. So thank you so much. And I'm just tickled pink because this is really nice, and the production quality from what I've seen so far just by unboxing it looks amazing. So I'm a big fan of the comic book, and I'm a big fan of the Amazon TV series. I've watched it all. In fact, I've gone back and rewatched it two or three times now, just because I really like it. It's a very gritty, adult themed anime that I really enjoy. I like the story. I like where it's going. And so it's good. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. Tell Mr. Mean says go watch it. But we got 10 D6 from Free League and Skybound. It is pretty much, I think Free League is doing everything. Skybound is just the ones that put it all together. I'm not quite sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like their special dice, the number 1 has the Viltrumite symbol on it. And then I think all the other dice are just regular. So I don't know the mechanic. Oh, no, there's a different symbol there. I don't know what that symbol means, if it's a shield or a pip. Oh, that's the 6. That's the Invincible logo. You can see that, hopefully. Yeah, you can see that. So a 6 is the Invincible logo. 1 is the Viltrumite logo right there. So we got 10 of these here. This is the... I forgot what they called it on Kickstarter, but this is the bundle that comes with the core rule book, the GM screen, 10 dice, and then the starter box, which is to help get you into the play with a bunch of pre-generated characters and a story and everything, so which I'm going to run. And if whoever purchased this for me, thank you again so much. But if you want to play in it, I will host it for sure. And if you already have a gaming group, I will run it for your gaming group, as long as you guys can do Discord. So the first thing out of the box when I opened it was, of course, the dice. And then we got the Invincible GM screen. I'm happy to say it's a nice sheet of paper here, that some nice art, and it says a sturdy deluxe Game Master screen for Invincible superhero role-playing in format 26 by 11 inches. That's 661 by 279 millimeters. It features beautiful artwork on the outside and a host of useful tables and important information on the inside, while keeping the GM's plans hidden from the eyes of those inquisitive players. So very cool, nice piece of back describing it, just a piece of paper. So we put that down there. And then here is the GM screen. Oh my God. First of all, stop a bullet with this. It is nice, as you can see there, nice, thick, heavy card. It is a portrait and it is trifold. So I'm going to try to get it across the screen here without getting too much glare on it, so you can see all the art. It is amazing, really nicely done. And then I really like the inside. There's not very much wasted space, so to speak. Pardon for the glare, not much I can do about that. But you can see we got Mark, we got, sparse art, and then just charts and information we need galore. So price list, shooting attack, slugfest attack, each round, karma, bad karma, recovery. So just spanking cool, guys. And like I said, nice hardcover. I love the screen with Omni-Man on there and the Immortal and everything. That's really well done. I'm quite pleased. And like I said, the art is fantastic. So then next comes the actual core book, full color, glossy paper. I'll hold up the back so you can take a second to peek it. And again, Free League and Skybound. And then, of course, the cover is amazing. We are sitting at, how many pages? Do we have page counts here? Come on, people. 277 pages with a full index. A character sheet at the back. It looks pretty snazzy. Full color. The page. Oh, okay. I love this style of paper. It's thick. This is probably 10 or 11 GSM, might be 9, but it's pretty thick paper and it's non-glossy. I don't know if you pay extra for that. Someone that's more involved in the printing environment can tell me. But yeah, it's non-glossy, full color. It's not dull, it's vibrant. Look at that. I mean, that's a nice panel page. So the art in here is fantastic. 277 pages, powers and talents. I know it's a D6 system, and I know I tout how I don't like the D6 systems, but for this one, and again, I was not going to buy this. I looked at the Kickstarter and I went, meh. It's a D6 system. It's Free Leagues. I think it's their Year Zero system. I'm not positive on that, but their Year Zero system is a D6 system, and I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. I tried it with, I think it was Mutant Year Zero, and I just didn't like it. The D6 system has to really grab me for me to like it. I like Fantasy Age. I like GURPS. I like What's Old is New. Those are all D6 systems, and I like them. Prowlers and Paragons, or Paragons and Prowlers, is a D6 dice pool system. Not exactly a huge fan, but it's not the worst. I would play it. And of course, the Black Iron is my favorite, one of my favorite D6 systems, but you're not rolling a ton of D6s in that system. And I did get confirmation from Jay that Black Iron is next in the queue after he fulfills Shadow of Earth, which is his new Savage Worlds fantasy setting that should be going to print real soon. And I believe I will be facilitating the US distribution for that if all goes well. Wow. Oh man, look at that. Mark's brother. That is neat. That is really, that might be Mark actually. He's so beat up I can't tell. Yeah, because Mark's brother's kind of got a purple tint. But wow, the art in here is fantastic. I'm clearly going to have to read this, and like I said, this is just an unboxing. Look at that cool freaking art. Yeah, this is very well laid out too, from what it looks like and what I'm seeing. The art is amazing. Like I said, I'll do a full review once I've had time to read it and get it to the game table. But I'm so, from what you're seeing, what I'm seeing, this is the first time I'm opening it up. I just literally, the mailman just delivered it. This is the box. This is the starter box, Superhero Role-Playing Invincible Starter Set by Free League. And of course, it has the back. It says the Invincible Superhero Role-Playing Starter Set includes everything you need to jump right into the super-powered world of Invincible. Contents inside this box set: fast and brutal super-powered rules, complete 3-act introductory adventure, 6 pre-generated characters, a large double-sided action map, illustrated cardboard action tokens and standees, a deck of custom cards for drawing the initiative and providing cues for social linked scenes, 10 engraved custom 6-sided dice. So That means if they're in here, I haven't opened it, but that means I may have 20 of these dice, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to get it out of the box is sealed. Yeah, I hear dice. Oh yeah, there's dice in there. Come on, open. Ah, doesn't want to pop off. There we go. Good heavy card. Nice to see that. Yep. There's 10 more dice of the Invincible dice. So I've got 20 dice. So that is super cool. Let's see how they feel. Gotta give them a test. Oh yeah, they feel nice. Believe it or not, they've got a decent little weight to them. Oh yeah, pretty nice. I rolled a lot of Invincibles there. I don't know if 6s are good. I'm assuming 6s are good since it's got the Invincible logo on it, as well as the Viltrumite symbol would be the bad. Silica packs. Kids don't eat those. We got some plastic standees. They did tell us there was standees in here. There's an initiative deck. And I don't know if each card has different art. We'll take an in-depth look at that when I do my review. But that's pretty cool. Of course, the obligatory freely catalog. This is always nice because sometimes you see things that you didn't know were in there. So I'll definitely want to check this out. So I'll keep that off to the side. I'm going to take everything out and then just go through it. It's chunky. A lot in here. Let's do it like that. All right, so we have Invincible Superhero Role-Playing Game and Read Me First, and I think the back is a whole bunch of people who backed the Kickstarter. I know it was a successful Kickstarter. Obviously, I wouldn't have this. Read Me First. Okay, so we're not going to read that first. I'm going to turn my keyboard off so I don't accidentally hit a key and foobar everything, because I've done that before, and it's no fun. So superhero role-playing, the rules. So this is condensed, easy, to get through rules. It's full color. I'd imagine it recycles the art that's inside the core rule book, but there may be some different art. I've seen some pieces already that look the same, which I'm Battle Beast. I'm a huge fan of Battle Beast. So there's a pre-gen in there of him. I would play him because I think he's super cool. Wow. I'm going to say so far, so cool. So introductory quick start rules. You need those. Those are helpful to have. Then we have Metro Mayhem. I'm sorry. The quick start rule book was, these are all perfect bound stitched, stapled. This is 21 pages long. Cool art on the back as well. Glossy. So I apologize. But yeah, that's the rule book, the introductory rule, not the full rules. Then we have Metro Mayhem. And we're looking at 36 pages, full color art. Nice pack, Invincible and Omni-Man. And yeah, it's a full-blown adventure. I'm not going to break it down. I'll have to read that. I'm going to run this for my players, I think. Wow, pretty cool. 37 pages again. Stitched. We have some cards here. Pretty thick. I would say a little bit thicker than playing card, but not by much. Oh, okay. These are rule. Oh, this is handy. These are, what do I got? 5 of them? I would have liked 6, but 5 is okay. There's probably a copy in the GM screen, but it's there's 5 copies, as you can see, but it's a quick rules reference. That's all it is. It's just a card. So you can give one to the players. I guess 5, a typical gaming group is 4 plus 1 for your GM. I'm lucky I have 6 players, or I have 5 players plus me, the GM. So, but I'm sure all this information would be on the GM screen or in the Get Started book. So, wow, pretty cool. So that's very, very helpful to new players who have never played this system. Okay, and now we get into our pre-done characters, and I think it said 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got, let's see so on the front we have Adam Eve, and then we we have, and it basically tells you about her powers and about her. And then on the back is her actual character sheet. And what I do like about this is it's done in the exact same way as the character sheet that is in the back of the book. That to me is really important, because a lot of times you'll get pre-done characters and the information is not the same, or it's not done in a character sheet. So therefore, when you're making your character, you don't have any kind of correlation. So at least this way, if you play the pre-gens, you play 1 or 2 or 3 sessions, and then you go to make your own character, you're going to kind of have a little bit of a point of reference. So I really like that. I think that's a very smart move. So we've got Adam Eve, we've got Bulletproof, and again, the front is a bio and a little bit about his powers, and in the back is the actual character sheet. We've got Amanda, aka Monster Girl, very cool. We've got maybe the most obnoxious superhero, Rexplode, and again, same thing. And then Robot, which is probably the most misunderstood and confused hero, besides Mark or Invincible. Robot and a full character sheet. And then, of course, Mark Grayson, aka Invincible, with his character sheet. So again, all cool stuff. I'm actually kind of excited to read the rules and see how it plays. It appears we have it's one big map, and it's oh my gosh, it's huge. Yeah, that's a big map. Did I fold it out properly? Oh, okay, I see. Yes, it is double-sided, so hopefully you can see that. You got one side is like a city streets and everything, and then the other side is more blown up, like a laboratory. So very cool, and it's not glossy, and it's on thick paper. So awesome. And then last but not least, we have our standees, and then we have a bunch of tokens. So we'll go through those and figure out what they all mean when the time comes. But yeah, I just wanted to get that video out. A huge thank you to whoever bought this for me. It was very kind of you. And I bet if I go through the backers here, I'll find one of my meanies, and I'll bet you that's who bought it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to enjoy the fact that someone thought of me. It was very kind of you. I think most of my meanies know, and most of YouTube knows, that I am a huge fan of superheroes. I have just about every superhero game ever made in mainstream publication. Champions, Guardians. Guardians isn't in mainstream. It's just a collector's item that I found years ago, and I'm so glad that I still have it. But Champions, Prowlers, and Paragons. I have 2 different versions of Prowl. I have the original version, and I have the new Max version, whatever it is. Okay. Sorry, that's the guy that is redoing my backyard. So I have a plethora of superhero role-playing games. But yeah, I think the GM screen looks amazing. I think the core rulebook looks awesome. Oh, it's too big to fit in the box. Publishers, designers, for the love of God, for those of us that collect RPGs, and there's a lot of us, make the box big enough to fit the core book, because everybody who's going to get the core book is going to get the starter box. So I can't fit the core book in the box. Boom. Well, the GM screen looks like it might fit just barely. I'll put the standees, I'll put all the dice in there, and I'll put that. I can't fit this in there. Bummer. That is what a cool cover. I also have Outgunned Superheroes coming. That should be getting here sometime soon from Kickstarter, and that one was a biggie. I did back that, and I spent, I think, $200. I think that's what the cost was. But like I said, I'm a huge superheroes fan, so for me it was worth it. But I don't know. I was gonna run Savage Rifts next weekend, but I may run this instead. So I don't know. We'll see. I got to talk to the group and see if they're willing to make a change. But I'm old and grumpy and going to go take a nap because I have to be on Twitch TV tonight. This won't get posted until Monday morning, though. because I got the algorithm time to do its jam. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. To whoever gifted me this, you are awesome. Thank you so much. May you have many blessings for the rest of your days. As always, like and subscribe. Join the Patreon if you're into it. It's $5 a month. It really helps support the channel. And other than that, peace and hair grease. I'm a lucky man. The meanies are awesome. And if you weren't a meanie and you're from Free League or Skybound, reach out to me, please. I'd love to do an interview with you and talk about this, because it was very kind to get this however I got it. As always, peace and hair grease. Mr. Mean says, be nice.